Good morning from Fly Fishing Mythbusters. It just rained here in Dallas. It was a beautiful rain. I'll probably go fishing a little while. But I wanted to finish talking about my new 8-weight Aventic fiberglass fly rod. And this is what I'm going to fish. I don't really like to take my graphite rods out and carp fish because, well, things are going to happen. And if you step on a graphite rod, if you smack it into something, and one thing that happens to people, and they don't realize it, right, is they'll have it wrapped around one of the eyes here. They can't tell. They'll jerk that thing down and they'll snap the tip. So when you get your rod out, right, and I'm going to put, now another thing to notice is figure out a way to put your hook on one of your guides so that the fly line is never doubled back over through the eye. That'll put a bend in it. Okay, so I'm going to take my rig and I'm going to make sure that I've got about that much fly line through the guides. I may never need to do that again, but if you wrap that tip with part of your leader, you're going to snap it. That's probably how most fly rods get broken. Okay, so here is my flarping rig. You will notice I have my hair rig on the bottom. I have a swivel. I have craft beads I bought at Hobby Lobby. Now these beads are probably too big to tie flies with or any of that. They're not steel because they're just pot metal. And if you don't want those beads sliding around, it's one split shot above will hold all that together. So I know that I'm going to throw out about 25 feet. And so I will hold the line with this hand and I'll strip it. And if you've got a nice clean place on the ground, you can strip it on the ground. If you've got a chair, you can strip it in the chair. Right, no problem. And I figured out, I get about 3 feet of pull. And so if I get about 8 pulls, right, then I'm ready to go. Now you don't need this hand on the fly line. You can put it on the fly line, right? You can also just do one finger. And this is backward from the usual fly casting. Usual fly casting, right? And these are Ben Hogan's anatomical words, right? That's pronate and that's supinate. So the usual fly casting is supinate, pronate, supinate, pronate. You never want to slam your arm down. You're really locking the elbow, right? There's a little bit of wrist action, supinate, pronate. Anyway, but this cast, because I'm kind of facing backward, and it works a lot better because I have a longer arc than doing this. You got that? All right. So you hold it up off the ground. You pick out your spot. Now I could do it sideways, but it's pretty much back behind me, right? And then I just like that. That's all you do. Now I had too much line out then. My line got caught up on the ground. That slowed my cast. That's why I like the chair. So I'll just take in a little line, drop it that way, right? And it just like that. And now you get a lot more line out. Now sometimes you get this doubling over here. That's another sign that you have too much line. So here I've taken it in. I'm throwing out probably 25, 30 feet. And so once I know how much line I got on the ground, just leave it that way. When you retrieve it by hand, pile it up right here, right? Don't use the reel. Okay, well here we go again. And see, that's perfect. I've got it right here. Now you've seen that I'm gonna stake this rod down. That's the way the carp bite, they run. I'm not gonna fidget with it. Because you fidget with a 9-foot rod, you make this much of a turn, yeah, I gotta do it this way. if I turn just a quarter inch this way, I'm jostling that thing back and forth. The carp aren't gonna like it. You probably spook them you know, you're not gonna catch them that way. They don't wanna see that thing moving, that corn. So I hope this helps you. I hope I have a blast with this rod. I'm really happy to have it. And next time you see me, I'll probably have a video, maybe today, of fish. Bye.